Yeah. Welcome to West Coast We Active podcast, number one independent podcast in the world. I need you to go to WestCoastWeActive.com, number one independent website in the world. Why, you ask? Because it's me, Big Silencer, DJ Heavenly, Jaron Draws, and the whole family. Tune in, stay active, don't miss out, get some merch, freshen up. Summertime's coming. We need to stay busy. Much love to y'all. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, do all that good stuff, and get at me. Yeah. We got the motherfucking man, Deal2Respect in the house, legendary producer, mix master. He does it all. The man behind my career and many careers. I am blessed to have you. Thank you for coming, my brother. How are you tonight?
Hey, I'm blessed, man. Life is good. I just want to thank you for bringing me on the platform right here. You know, it's always a pleasure just hanging out with you, doing music with you. Every time we link up, something special always happens. So I see you grinding every day. I see you pushing. Cinco de Mayo, the anniversary, baby. You know?
Man. That's a 1 year anniversary since we dropped the Cinco de Mayo track. It's actually dope that I got you on today.
Yeah.
Out of all damn days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you been? I want to see what's going on in your life, but I want to get into it, like where you come from, how we met,
right?
What got you into the music, how you grew up as a kid. I want to know because you got so much soul, so much truth to you. You know, your music's incredible. For one, you know what I mean? I've never really given you your one-on-one props. Like, what you do is incredible. There's no one like you. You're unique. You stand out like nobody else. I want to pick your brain on some beats and stuff like that, see what you were thinking at the time, but I'm going to give you the platform because this is your show tonight. Let's start it off, man.
I mean, everything's been great, man. Life's beautiful, even when it has its struggles. So about me, you know, me and you go way back. I think we'll start off when I basically met you when I was in high school. I was already doing music back then. You was doing your thing. You're a fresh off the Rincon Reservation.
Yeah.
We met in computer class. I believe you were playing some music, and I'd always be playing beats in there. And I think that's how we clicked, G. You know, pretty much me playing my beats. And I noticed you you do music. So I'm a producer. I'm an artist. I'm an engineer. But mainly, like, I like focusing on the music craft. So anytime back then, when I heard an artist rap, I was always curious. Like, okay, let me see their style. I was always just fascinated by different artists. You know, because every artist that I meet, they always have their own story to tell. And a lot of them, especially when I was coming up back in those days when we came up, a lot of people had their own unique story. You know, like nowadays, a lot of the times it's always like just the same story. Everybody's the same now. Well, that's how I see it. A lot of these cats, they're just trying to do what's already been done before. Right. You know, even back in our time, it kind of was like that too. But there was just a lot of cats out there that was really trying to push their own styles, you know, their own unique voice. So as far as like music goes, that's something that I always gravitated to different artists and kind of just like finding an artist that I know, okay, I make beats, I like my style, but I want to find an artist who can take my shit to the next level, and I can do it with somebody. You know, I can have fun. At the end of the day, I wasn't worried about going to school. You know, all I wanted to do was make music and pretty much just, you know, smoke weed. That's it. That's all, like real shit. That's all I wanted to do when I was like 13. You know, because I started making music. I would say how I started making music was through karaoke, like just with the family.
Really?
Random songs, you know, like love songs, rap songs. And that's how I got into it. And then I actually, my stepdad, he got a burned copy of FL Studio. So once we got that burned copy of FL Studio, he was like, hey, you guys can make beats on this. I was like, what? And it was, I never looked back since that day. Before, I would always just rap on other people's beats, rap on Wu-Tang beats, rap on a lot of underground artist beats, and just kind of do it like that. write songs. And once I figured out that, wait, you can make beats, I was just like, wow, that's what I want to do. I want to be the person behind the production. And it took a lot. Like, I never went to school for this. Everything that I do, it's all self-taught. You know, I wanted to go to college for it. I definitely wanted to go that route. But like, I'm the type that believes that like you can't really be taught hip hop. Like, you can't just be like, okay, let me teach you what hip hop is through school. Because half of the time, in my opinion, they probably don't know what they're talking about, or they're just, you know what I mean? They're just trying to make a quick buck off of you. All right, let me teach this guy. So through me, my experience is always self-taught, hands-on experience through trial and error. I think that's probably why it took me a little bit longer to get to where I needed to get to, possibly. So it could be a mess up. You know, if I went to school, maybe I would have learned it a lot quicker. But I'm the type of individual that knows that this shit don't happen overnight. It's a constant struggle. So, you know, as far as going back to the music and where I met you in the music class, I would say that was probably at the time where I was, all right, this is what I wanted to do. I already knew at that point, I'm going to be making music for the next 15, 20, 30 years. And I still am. I mean, that was what, when we met, that was like 15, maybe even more years ago. I was probably like 15 years old. I'm 33 now.
Time flies on. What the fuck?
Time flies. But man, I remember like it was yesterday. This music, it keeps you young. A lot of people believe that, oh, you're getting too old. It's not true, man. A lot of these dope artists that you probably love, they didn't pop until they were older anyways, you know? So I'm not really worried about stuff like that. Me personally, I just want to create music. And I love getting, you know, like, how do they make that sound? Like, okay, I like this song, you know, from Eminem that he did. I was a huge Eminem fan back in the day. Man, how do they make it sound like that? How does an artist sound so good? And even though I've always been into, like, at that time, it was a lot of underground music. A lot of the music back in the day was underground cats, LA cats, you know, lyrical, miracle, spiritual, all this crazy, like, I don't even understand. I used to even be in that category. I would want to rap about the craziest shit. And the more it makes, the more that it makes no sense and it's so lyrical, the more we want it to write like that. And I'm definitely past that phase. I'm not trying to write like that no more. I don't have anything against artists like that, because it's actually a real craft to write something very lyrical and have it make sense so the audience can understand. I'm more of the type of individual who wants people just to feel the music, you know, like feel it in their soul and hear it clearly. And they can be like, you know what? This guy has pain in him. You know, there's a story inside him, you know? So I try to like express myself through different ways on instrumentals. And what I've learned actually is I can express myself better as a producer, and then, all right, handing it off to an artist. All right, you know, let's get in the studio. Let's make a beat like how me and you did. You know, I'm going to make the beat. You're going to start writing the song. And all right, let me hear your lyrics. All right, let me change up the beat and kind of just adapt my style like that. And it wouldn't be till a lot later, when I was a lot older, until I actually really started getting into audio engineering. A lot of cats, a lot of producers, a lot of artists, usually they think they're an audio engineer, but it's not like recording something and making it sound great is two different things. You know, there's actually an art. Like I didn't even know this about. I didn't even know audio engineer what that was when I was 15. You know, I was just like, well, this is what everybody does. We make beats and we make it sound good. Until I actually found out about the science behind the audio, the science behind it, that opened a whole new world to me. That actually made my music a lot better, is actually figuring out how to properly engineer an artist, how to make them sound their best. Because from my perspective, like a producer versus like a beat maker versus somebody who just sends beats off and doesn't hit the studio with the artist, an actual producer should know how to make that artist sound its best, you know? And that's why I like artists who like, I want to sound my best. You know, I don't want to skimp out on that. I don't want to just put a record out just to put it out. No, this needs to sound like an actual song. Because I remember back in the days, we used to just record, record, record. And I wasn't really kind of, at those times, I wasn't worried about the audio. I was just like, all right, sounds good, perfect. Let's go on to the next one. Remember that one time we used to record at your pad with this little small cheap microphone?
Yep.
Little small tiny microphone. But those are the days where we were probably at our best prime right there, because we were living in the struggle of like, man, I didn't have no good gear. This whole setup that I have right now, I couldn't even afford half of this when I was 15 years old. You know how I came up. I got two older brothers. There's 3 in the family. You know, single mom, on welfare, on Section 8. I went to like 5, 6 different high schools. When I met you at Valley Lindo in Almani, that was probably like my 6th high school that I went to. So like I've actually never been in a high school. Well, you're probably like the only friend that I had that's long term. All the schools that I went to, I don't even talk to nobody. It just literally dip. Went to this school, I was out. Went to that school, I was out. But I've always, music was the one thing that I could say that like never left me, you know, that I never wanted to put it down. So music's always been my best friend, and it's always pretty much been there for me. As far like, I know it's a cliche and a lot of people say it because it's true, but music is actually therapy. You know, music will be there for you through hard times. And that's like something that's very, very true. And if you're an artist and you make music, then you definitely know what that feels like. You know, like, man, I haven't hit the studio, I haven't made a beat, I haven't wrote a song. You feel something like you're missing a part of you, right? So, I mean, as far as like just growing up, you know, how we grew up, coming from pretty much nothing and trying to build a name for ourselves and try to make it in this industry where everybody else now is trying to make it. Everybody else is coming up, and we're kind of like not the old generation, but we're like the old school cats now versus all these new cats that are coming out, have way better technology, way better access to so many stuff. And not only that, a lot of these, you know, new cats, they figured out, they know all the mistakes that we didn't know. You know, we had to walk through it. You know, so I commend a lot of these new artists that sound really good and that are really young. So I was like, man, at that age, I wasn't sounding that good. You know, like, yeah, we'd sound good, but not that good as far as like audio engineering type, you know? And there's still a lot of cats out there that are not like that. Like they won't even care about the audio. Like I get hit up by artists all the time. Let me hear your track. Whoa, man, bro, you got potential, but you don't sound like it at all, you know? You know, it needs work. So I've actually developed a huge passion. Once I got my first taste of it was basically with you, you know, because you're like one of the artists that I pretty much work with most of the time. As far as like being there with an artist, seeing you develop, seeing you how you like, you always had your craft down. When I first met you, I remember you used to come up with these crazy flows and you used to spit really fast. And we weren't spitting that fast over here. And if motherfuckers were spitting that fast, they didn't have the like the bounce with it. It was just some weird nonsense. And then when I met you, man, this, like every time I took you somewhere, like, man, this is your secret. I remember this is your secret weapon, huh? I was like, yep. You know, you would come in and spit fucking dope flows, and we would be hanging with older cats. A lot of these cats were older than us, and they used to trip out because, man, who are these 2 young cats that are sounding so dope at a young age? And I know that came with a lot of hate too, you know? So a lot of the times it was like, man, these fools are too young, you know, man, these fools don't know what they're doing. So like my perspective as an audio engineer now and being older, I try not to have that mentality to like younger cats, you know, like, yeah, they need work, you know, they might not sound that good or whatever. But then I remember back in the days, like, man, motherfuckers would treat me like shit because I was young trying to make music. And, you know, and they'd be I got told, like, yeah, these fools are talking shit behind your back, dog. Like, you know, but they'd show up to your pad and want to work with you. I'm like, wow, that makes no sense to me. But it is what, you know, that's how the game is. You know, the industry's cutthroat. You know that. There's like a lot of shady shit that goes on. everybody's trying to make it, you know, everybody's trying to make it. Everybody wants to stand out. And I feel really comfortable kind of being on the back end now, you know, like not trying to push myself. I want to push myself as an artist right now, but I feel more comfortable being the audio engineer and being the producer. And that's it, making the art, because that right there is an art itself. And even though, you know, they might not see me or whatever, I can plan a hit out and get that song to where it needs to sound in order for people to actually listen to it. Because in order for people to listen to your music, it's got to sound right. It's got to sound, you know, good. It's got to sound well mixed, well balanced. And that probably even comes before whatever you're saying. You know, I don't know. Hey, what type of artist are you, Nick? Are you the type of artist that listens to, I might know the answer, I might not. You prefer the lyrics or the beats, or does that matter to you? Or is it like,
I have to have the beat. I mean, I'm a lyricist, but I have to have the beat. That's why, like, I respect you and your craft and everything. We get into it all the time about songwriting and beats and shit.
yeah,
But like the beat, without the beat, no lyricist would survive. Like I said,
right,
like over the years working with you, I feel like the beats already talk to me. You know what I mean? Like I could sit down and
right,
hear one of your beats and it's like, oh shit, it's already explaining itself to me.
right. And I know there's a certain point where, like, okay, starting up the beat, and then you're just waiting for that one sound or that one thing to talk to you, and then you're off. All right, you found your inspiration. You know, so that's how it is a lot of times with me. I'll be making a beat. Sometimes I won't feel it, but then I'll add in one sound and it just takes everything to the next level, you know?
I know you don't play instruments, but your brothers play instrument. Your brother
Yeah,
Danny's a guitarist, and your mom loves music. I remember being around your
yeah,
home. Your mom loves music, always playing like old school funk and shit. I know
yeah,
your brother's a producer. He's went to school for this.
yeah.
Um, how do you find these sounds, bro? Like, how do you? It's like you're playing the damn instrument. When you get on the keyboard, it's like you're you turn into a whole different person. What do you what
Man.
where do you go with this? Where's the inspiration come from?
Um, Look, it's not it. The thing is it seems like it's easy, but like sometimes I'd be there for hours just trying to find a sound, you know, because a lot of these sounds that you hear, a lot of them been used already. Like everybody knows the piano, everybody knows a guitar, everybody knows, you know, a violin. Like it's all been, everything under the sun's been done. It's like a quote that I don't know where I've heard that from, but pretty much a lot of the shit that we do has been done, you know. So as far as like finding sounds, I'm more worried about finding the emotion within that sound. So if I pick a sound, all right, this sounds cool, I'll play some keys, and it kind of needs to speak to me, whether that's maybe it could be an angry, you know, it feels real angry, it feels real emotional, it feels sad, you know, or feels, you know, this one feels like a romance, or this one just has a dark feel to it, you know. So I kind of just go off of how I actually feel, because I don't play instruments, but I know my sense of like music theory and chord composition, how to properly put chords together. Like I can't go in and go play all this crazy shit, but I can probably do something better than somebody who can actually play it all. Like it's funny, bro. Like you'll meet somebody who knows how to play instruments, but tell them to make a beat, they can't do it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so but you give me an instrument, I cannot play it unless it's like a piano and I can get some basic chords down, or if it's a little MIDI controller, or just depending on what it is, you know. But if you give me a musician that plays the instruments, I can give them the keys. Like these are the keys I want you to hit. This is the chord signature. Look, I have this beat right here. These are the keys I'm playing, and I need you to just play something over this. You know, I can do stuff like that, what an actual producer does, you know, kind of like, you know, how Dr. Dre does it pretty much, you know. He pretty much hires musicians and has them play it because he can afford that type of budget. That's why he does it. You know, as far as me goes, I'm pretty much independent. So as far as me being like independent, that's where it forces me to want to do everything, you know, finding sounds, buying sounds, you know, just overall like creating a beat. So when I first go into making an instrumental, like the first thing that comes to mind is pretty much, believe it or not, is like blank space, is nothing. Because the more that I think about, the more I'll get distracted and I get sidetracked. So I literally have to create, like, I'll play some keys and just like, all right, what do I hear? What do I feel? And it's kind of like writing a story or making a movie. You know, imagine you know how you write your songs, blank piece of paper. And I know how you write your songs. You have to have an actual pen and paper. You know, I know you don't like it. You can write on your phone, but I know you don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, because something about it takes you into a place where, all right, I have my pen and my paper and I'm starting off. It's the same thing when I open up my, FL Studio. It's literally a blank slate. Nothing's there but sounds. And what am I going to write down? So a lot of times is I'm a very open person. You know, I have many styles, so I can create different types of genres. And funny thing is, remember when you first wanted to do disco funk?
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, I'm not going to do disco funk. I remember, but then I was like, wait a minute. I can't limit myself to just doing what I want to do. I have to be able to adapt. And boom, Disco 1 was created. Probably some of the best music that I put together. It has just this vibe about it and something different. Like where the fuck did you get these beats at? Most producers or most people, they won't want to do something like that. They'll probably criticize it. Why are they doing disco? Why disco? Well, why not? Why are we? A lot of times as producers, artists, we kind of get trapped in to what other people think about our music. Or is he going to like it? Are they going to feel it? Are they going to accept it? Is this commercial? Is this pop? Is this underground? But what I found as being a producer is make music for yourself. Don't make music for nobody else. Don't try to sound like anybody else. Don't try to do what everybody else is doing. Do what you want to do. And if what you want to do is sound like everybody else, that's okay. But at least put your own twist to it. Try to do something a little bit different. Try to pick your beats different. Don't pick the same beats that everybody has. A lot of times a lot of what these artists, they kind of need to do is they need to find a producer. They need to find a producer to work with and just develop their own sound. And I promise you, you can't develop a sound by just picking beats off of YouTube. I mean, you could. Of course you could. A lot of hit radio songs were done like that. Oh, I just got this beat off. But these artists are already big and they're already popping, but for me personally, I think music is more of an experience. Like if you're getting beats off of the internet, you don't know what it feels like to go to a studio and watch somebody make a beat off of just nothing and hearing that beat sound like crap. And then all of a sudden it sounds good. Or it might just start off sounding good. Sometimes, you might have seen me in the studio. You're like, bro, what the fuck is that sound? Can you turn that off? Or can you change that sound? But once the finished product, the end result comes out, it's like, wow, that's what we were creating. Holy smokes. It's amazing. So as far as like me picking my sounds, I'm so open now. As far as like before the old deal, I would just want to do underground, want to sound a certain way, and it has to be like this, and you can't do this. When I look back at my old self, I was actually holding my own self back without even realizing it, because I know since from a young age I had a lot of potential. There was always potential there, but I had to develop it, and it had to be through trial and error. Like we got so many songs. I'm like, well, why don't you release these songs? Well, those are practice songs. Those songs are like you're developing your art. When like a basketball player, they're practicing in the gym. Mm-hmm. They're not. You don't see that. They're not showing that. When they're playing the final game, that's not the final game. You can't put out your practice stuff. That's just practice. That's for you to forever hold on to because you're honing your craft. A lot of times now, and I'm a victim of this. Making a song the same day and wanting to release it, not even thinking about nothing. I made this song last night. I wrote it. Let's go hit the studio, but a lot of times is that's just practice right there. Get that song out, make the next one, make the next one, have 30 songs and then pick the best song. And then, all right, hit the studio. You know, I encourage artists, producers, is to have your own home studio. That's how I done this. That's how I pick my sounds. I'm not going to big studios. I can make a beat that sounds like it came from a professional studio. I could mix your song and it sounds like you paid a professional to mix it. And this shit's all been done at home in my living room right here, in my own house. You know, so like there's no pressure. You go to a studio, you're going into like a commercial building, you're paying for studio time, time's clicking. You are on the clock. Every minute, every hour is just tick, 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 tick. You'd be surprised. Artists show up and they want to write their song. All right, let me go find a beat. You know, they act like they're, you know, Young Jeezy and they have, or like a big artist, G-Eazy nowadays, and they have a lot of money just to blow in studio time. Most of the cats that I work with, these guys, we have jobs where you're literally financing yourself with your own income, right? You don't have big people backing you, shooting you money. Like, here's a label, here's 30 grand, go hit the studio and give me 10 songs. It's so crazy that we don't live in an era like that. And I kind of want to talk about, remember the days we used to print CDs and we used to burn it on a CD and have to go sell it. People don't even know what that is now. These artists have no idea because we got what? DistroKid. Oh my God, that like just changed the whole industry. It changed everything. Remember we met this guy over there at the Sears, Big Papa? And he promised to sign us.
The first shark that we met?
The first industry shark we met, Big Papa, and he had cases of CDs. Wanted us to sell it. All right, you guys sell it. Hey, where's my money? They wanted us to they wanted us to be soldiers for them, which was cool. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But we wanted to like do our own thing. We're not trying to push no other artists at that age. We're trying to push our shit. I was trying to push you. You were trying to push me. And we're just trying to like make music. We weren't trying to, you know. But the crazy thing is about that is now you don't have that. You know, people don't have CDs. There's not even a CD player in a car. You know, we upload it through DistroKid. And now artists have their own platinum to just blow up. And I think that's a beautiful thing because with music, I mean, we can truly reach our dreams through music. And as far as like what I see, a lot of people like they think they want to be famous to be successful. You don't have to be famous to be successful. You don't even have to have, if you're happy and you're happy with the music that you make, I'm the type of individual who believes that's success right there. Success is if you are happy. Success doesn't lie in how much money you have. It doesn't lie, you know, you can have all the problems in the world and you can be going through so much crazy shit, and that'll actually make you a better artist. I'm the type of individual that truly believes like struggle, pain, and hardships actually develops an artist. You know, motherfuckers come from like, you see rich motherfuckers. Where the fuck are you rapping like that from? You're from Beverly Hills. You're from a rich area. You got nice parents. How do you even sound like that? That's not who you really, they're trying to actually be somebody they're not. Right? I see that in artists all the time, bro. And that's one thing that I'm like, be yourself, man. Don't try to be, if you're a rich motherfucker and you got good parents, rap about that.
You trying to say I'm not really a some, you really trying to say I'm not a bull? I don't do Toro.
Bro, your hat looks fucking dope, dog. That shit, you look like
I don't know how to play the acoustic out there, dog.
Hey, bro, if there's nothing wrong. We're all playing characters, right? I'm a character, you're a character. Life's a big movie, man, and we are literally writing everything out as we go, and we can become anyone we want to, you know? So, man, music is you know me, man. I'm very introvert. I don't go out much. I stay home. I don't network a lot. Stay stuck to myself, and I'm always in the studio working on music. And that's like all that I want to do. You know, I'm just like, keep my head down and beats 24/7, bro. Master, mix. But I will tell you that there's definitely been like in between that, and the reason why I probably do that is because, you know, I've recently had like a hardship, you know, with my wife almost losing her life with COVID-19, bro. I almost wanted to quit music and everything. Like I couldn't even, bro, I couldn't even like sit at the computer and make a beat. I was just like so worried because I was about 4 or 5 months ago, she got hit with COVID-19, right? So she woke up and she was like, I can't breathe, you know. I kind of like, I didn't want to say I didn't believe her, but something I was just like, okay, you'll get over it, you'll be okay. You know, I didn't really think how serious it was. And I know a lot of people have opinions about the vaccine. A lot of people are, it's just like a sensitive subject, you know, right? This type of conversation, because everybody has their opinion. COVID's fake, you know, COVID ain't real. It's just a hoax, bro. It is not a hoax. If you could, it's like, if you know somebody like me, for instance, where my wife almost lost her life, you will see that it's not a joke, because before, I'm not getting no vaccine, bro. I'm not going to get the vaccine. I didn't believe in the vaccine. That was me, bro. Literally, that was me. Like, you talk to me about COVID before my wife almost lost her life. I don't care about that, bro. You know, it doesn't matter. This is fake. This is fake. Let me go and make some beats. But once it actually happened, it forced me to change my perspective. You know, doctors, she was in the ICU in a critical life support, had a tube down her neck. And I'm asking the doctor, is she going to live? I can't tell you that. You know, it's up to her now. You know, so they couldn't even tell me if she was going to live. So at that point, and this is just recent. You know, I was like, man, am I going to quit music? Am I going to stop? And I'm telling you, man, to actually go through something like that, to see, you know, my wife almost lose her life was like, I think that was the hardest thing that I've ever been through in my life, you know, but at least I was prepared for it. I was mentally ready for it. I had the stability not to like just collapse and give up and go through. I did go through depression for sure, you know, but like I didn't get sunken into it, and I didn't like just want to give up, you know. I'm grateful that she's home right now. And I'm telling you, now I'm like back in it, like, boom, I can get right back into the music. I can get right back into creating. But just a little bit more about that, you know, about the COVID stuff and all that. You know, we all live, everybody's going to live their life how they want to live it, right? Like I can't tell you how to live your life. You can't tell this person. I can't tell that person. We all going to live it how we live it. But my thing is, even though we're artists and we're producers and we kind of get lost in our own craft, let's not forget to really be there, you know, for the people that you love. You know, like if you have a family and you're living with people that care about you, a lot of times is we can kind of like oversee these things, and we don't actually appreciate what we have while it's there until it almost gets taken away, you know. And I'm actually like that was me right there. Like, you know, not saying that I was ungrateful for my life or whatever, but like I didn't even think about, bro, she's young, bro. We're so young, you know. I'm 33, she's 39, right? She has years to live, another 40, 50 years probably, you know.
Like that
But yeah,
seems impossible.
It seems impossible, bro. You know, and I still see people. I don't like talking about it because I do see a lot of people who are like, yeah, this COVID's a hoax and it's a scam and it's not real. I'm just like, you must have never gone through what I've gone through. And people who've known people or who went through something similar, they know that it ain't a joke. You know, it's not nothing that I take I'm just like, it changed me, bro. Like it changed me. And like I said, I couldn't even make I think that whole time I only made like 1-2 beats. I really couldn't do it. I was like, I can't make a beat. I'm just like, and I wanted to, but it was just like that. I had a block on me. I was like, fuck, dude, this is crazy. What am I going to do if I lose my wife? How is my life going to change? Then it forced me to think like, man, I'm not doing a lot of stuff that I was supposed to be doing, you know? So I had to just like, kind of like figure out my own self as an individual, step out of the music for a little bit, and just kind of like work on developing myself. And I'm proud to say that I've actually been sober since the first of the year, bro. I haven't been smoking weed.
Hey.
You remember, bro, I've told you I'm never going to stop smoking. I'm going to be smoking since I'm an old fucking man. You know, maybe I stopped. Maybe I'm taking a break. I don't know yet. You know, I could just be taking a long, just a little recess pause. I could get back into it. I could stop. I don't know. I'm not going to be, yeah, stop smoking forever because I have nothing against weed. I love my flower. You know, I love smoking. I've always been an active connoisseur of the medical marijuana for sure. And we've been through it. Remember, we had to pick up weed from drug dealers. Don't have to do that no more.
We got songs about weed. Nah, you don't owe nothing to nobody, bro. I'm proud of you and fuck it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's better for everyone. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone needs anything in their body.
I've thought I needed it. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, all I wanted to do was just smoke. I want to okay, I'm going to go eat. I got to smoke. I'm going to go drop someone off. I got to smoke. I'm going to make a beat. I got to smoke. I'm going to export the beat. I got to smoke. I got to add the next instrument. Before I add this next instrument, I got to smoke.
I got to smoke before I got to smoke.
I got to smoke before I got to smoke. That right there is an addiction, bro. You know, and the thing is we don't see that as an addiction because it's really not. It's just weed. It's not like it's fucking crack. It's not like it's heroin. Like people are, you know, heavy drugs. You know, so it's okay, but anything could be an addiction. You can overeat. You know, you can drink too much water. You can have too much food, you know?
Damn, I fucking love water. I was about to take a sip right now.
Yeah. No, bro, I'm really actually proud of myself. And if anybody is thinking about taking a break, take a break. You know, off of whatever it is, take a little small break and see it. I used to think I couldn't make music without smoking weed. Have you ever felt like that?
I can't make a track without being high.
You see what I mean? That's exactly how I was, bro.
I don't know. I'm an addict. You know what I mean? I'll admit it here live on air. I don't give a fuck.
That's how I was, bro. You know, and I think it's what made me not want to crave it no more is because I've been doing it for so long. I think ever since I was 13. I've been smoking since a teenager, bro. You know, high school. So I'm kind of over it now. You know, I'm just like, fuck, man. I should have maybe stopped smoking a long time ago, get my shit together. And then the thing is how I used to be. It's like almost like life's going to end tomorrow. So I got to do everything today. I've realized it's not like that, bro. Life is long. Even though it's short, you know, we got to kind of just like stop ourselves, sit back and just observe, bro. And just be grateful for everything you have. You know, if you have a home, if you have a family that loves you, if you have somebody who loves you and they might be mean to you, but they care about you, you should appreciate that. You know, if somebody's telling you shouldn't be doing this and they're doing it out of love, you should appreciate that. Because I know I didn't have that shit, you know, fucking my mom wouldn't be telling me you should stop smoking weed, you know, get your shit together, you know. It was like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I had no guidance, you know, and I'm thankful that because I grew up in Almani, I'm thankful that I didn't get into no gangs. And I think the reason why I didn't get into no gangs or anything like that, because it was always surrounded by us, was basically music, bro. Being locked in and just like having love for music, dog. That was like, I can say for sure without a doubt, because I've met so many other people. Music saved my life, bro. You know,
Almani's a tough ass city. For those tuning in that don't know nothing about this motherfucking place, Almani is a crazy ass city. I come from Rincon Indian Reservation. I felt like it's the toughest place in the world. Now, Almani is just matched that motherfucker right up. What he's talking about is a continuation school that we went to, and that was fucking gang infested. It was called Valley Lindo. People were asking me to jump in the damn gang, and I was like, I can't, bro. I'm already from the Indian Reservation. I mean, like, I can't be from two places like this. They were like, cut your hair and let's just go all for it. I was like, nah, man. Like, yeah, that's just. So that's what he is talking about.
Yeah, you know, so like I said, bro, music will change your life. So like if you're at a crossroad and you don't know what to do with yourself and you don't do music, motherfucker, do music. Find a producer or figure out how to make your own beats, write your own songs, because that shit will literally change your life. And it'll make you smarter too, you know. it'll make you like think about things differently and just see the world as a different, place, So, man, talking about music, man, I got some keys up here, but I don't know if you got anything you want to play or anything you want to ask me or any questions or anything like that.
I got some people tuning in, you guys. If you guys want to call in, the lines are always open. It's 626-569-8299. 626-569-8299. If you guys want to call in, ask Big Deal to Respect some questions. He is a producer. He's got millions and millions of streams off of his music. He's got over 20 artists under his belt that he's worked with. This guy is the man. He does it right. And if you guys, like he said, if you're getting into music, instead of going through the long struggles that us as artists went through, it's better to contact a professional such as himself that already has the equipment in place. He has the knowledge in place, and he has the comfortability where, you know what I mean? Like like I'm saying, you don't have to go through that struggle. You have songwriters around you, you have producers and engineers around you where you can make really good fucking music, and it'll last forever. Like you could listen to all my music. Most of it is done by him under his portfolio as well. So
I have a question for you. And I know I have some explaining to do, but I kind of want to go over a few songs that we did. I don't know if there's one in particular, because I know you surprised me with a few songs for sure. Like I know you for sure. You surprised me with My Res, and you surprised me with the track we did with Spice One. And those beats I've already had done, and I just didn't think nothing was gonna come. Like, man, how come nobody bought this beat before? How come nobody used that beat with Spice One yet? You know what I mean? And it's like just crazy, bro. Like when so I don't know if you want to explain a little bit about how you got Spice One on that record, and then I could talk about how I made that beat and like what I was going through at that time.
Yeah, man, motherfuck that shit. What's crazy is I actually got that beat from you to put Young Gritty on that song.
That's right. Yeah. Shout out to Young Gritty.
Young Gritty is a dope ass lyrics. We still haven't even got that fucking collaboration in, dog. I've been telling Nitty every single time, get me in the studio. It's just the only thing is I gotta go drive out the riverside and shit. And I'm like, it's a little mish, but it's worth it. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna get that collaboration in. But that's what that beat was intended for. I'd hit you up and you made that banging ass beat, and I was like ready to go. I think I sent the fucking beat to Nitty to get him on, like just to get him ready for it and shit. I had the hook ready. And then Brian hit me up. He was on the show last night for his birthday, Big B. He's a legend in the game. He knows a lot of big artists and shit. And I seen him fucking
what was that music video that we did? He was featured in it.
Church. He was talking about it last night too. I told him the whole story. He was like, he's like, how in the fuck? I was like, man, me and Johnny were driving over there. It was a rainy day. Remember, it was raining. It was a weird day,
bro. That shit was crazy.
That's another thing, dog. Like a lot of people don't know is that you are good with the camera. You've done music videos. Like you're a very hands-on person, G. Like that's
very hands-on.
Big salute to you, dog. Like fucking that's how that came about. Really, it's just being connected with these people, dog. Like the church is big. They know a lot of people. I feel like I'm connected for life now. So
I got a question. How many beats did you actually send Spice One, and how did he know which one to pick, or what did he tell you? Or how did that go down as far as him picking the beat?
That was it. I played a couple beats. Everyone was
in the studio with them.
Yeah, he came over to my pad and everyone was just chilling, smoking. And I bought Thai food. Everyone was eating really well. I bought a whole bunch of fucking food. That motherfucker ate a whole box of Thai food and shit. And he heard that beat, and I was singing the hook. I was like, Westmo's want it.
Oh shit.
Westmo's want it. And he was like, oh, that shit's hard. Man. He didn't write shit on paper. He got on the microphone, he exploded on a freestyle. So that whole verse was freestyle.
Bro, I mean, I remember you listening to Spice One's records. I remember listening to his records back in the day. Bro, he's a fucking legend.
Remember you and Bodie went to one of my shows where I opened for Spice One in Orange County?
Yeah, you open. Fuck, bro. Hey, I commend you for that. I was always a huge Spice One fan, and it trips me out because, like, didn't you notice his voice? Like how powerful his voice presence is? Crazy out the water. Like, man, when you sent me that song, to mix and master it, I was just like opening the file with a big smile on my face, like like the Grinch with the grin, you know, just looking at it like, how the fuck does he sound? Like, man, Spice One, shout out to Spice One. When I heard that, blah, I knew it was official. I was like, Bay Area legend, bro. Like, sky's the limit, you know. Like that beat that I made is just, I don't even know how I made that beat, bro. Like sometimes the beats that I just blank out on them, like it's just like I literally blank out and I wake up and the beat's done sometimes, you know, and I'm like, fuck, this is what I created. Holy smoke. So on that beat, I don't remember if I actually made it for Young Gritty or if I already made it before that. You know what I mean? So I'm not really sure. I can't tell you. I would have to think about it a little bit more. But I do know when I was making that beat, it's like I wanted a West Coast banger.
No,
like
you did. You made me 2 beats. You made me 1 beat before that, and then another. It was kind of slow, and I said I need something a little.
I did make it for Young Gritty, and okay.
You made me and him a couple beats, dog, and fucking. I was like, man, I said this is the hardest beat I've ever heard in my fucking life. I got Spice One in my damn house right now. I'm gonna play it really loud in my speakers, and I'm gonna see what he thinks of it.
Hey, but sometimes that happens though. Sometimes you know, you don't know what beat you're gonna use. Like, you might have this song for this artist, and actually this artist actually wants to use it. You know, so that happens all the time. I'm really grateful that you were like just open to that. Like, yeah, this is Young Gritty's beat. I'm not gonna use it. You know, you're just like, nah, let's use that beat. That's the one. All right, fuck it. That's the beat right there. Cause you know my skills. I could just make another beat.
Oh shit, we got Mashika Nasty calling in. Hold on real quick.
Big dog?
Mashika Nasty. Shit, hold on 1 second, G. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, G.
You're good, G.
I don't know what the fuck this shit always does. It's like someone calling in from prison. Every single time it does this shit, G.
Was it like pick up and hang up or something?
Nah, it disconnects from my my roadcast. Look.
Oh,
Yo, Crick, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are, my G. Cricket Nasty, Mashika Nasty, Incredible Javier, #1 motherfucking podcast in the world. How are you doing, my brother?
Nasty crew.
Good. How you guys doing?
You know how we do, just fucking right here, busting a little interview real quick. Fucking, I even got a little clip up from Traviesos where Johnny plays Danny and shit. Like, I'm gonna get into that too. Where he this is actually the creator of our new cartoon that we got out called the Traviesos animated series on YouTube. It's a cartoon we're all working on. Johnny's doing some voiceovers, I'm doing voiceovers, and my boy Cricket. But that's how we rolling.
Big shout out. That's a dope show, bro. I love it. I love being that character, Danny, bro. I just want to say thank you, Cricket, for having me play Danny. Hell yeah, G, that shit's fun.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, G. Like, I when I was doing the characters, I was like, I need somebody who's gonna like take it seriously and really want to grow with the character. You know what I mean? That's why whenever I hit you up, I was like, it's a long-term character to see you down, and you're like, yeah, I'm down. I was like, yeah. But I had a question for you, G, just as from a producer standpoint, right?
Right.
What is the most difficult thing you like situation you can get into with an artist, and how do you overcome it? I'll listen to the playback. So I'll let you after, G. Hope you guys have a good day. Just wanted to call in real quick and drop that question.
So like the most difficult thing that I could get into with an artist. That's what he asked, right?
Like yeah. Like let's say you're trying to produce a track for him, and like there's difficult situations that could come up, but what would you say is the most difficult?
Like what do you think? Like, is it the money? Is it the talent? Is it the like what's been the hardest hurdle for you to overcome?
Yeah, just maybe even like
there's
I only want fucking room temperature water and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great question, G.
That is a great question, and the thing is there's always difficult things. And there's a lot of difficult things, you know, because each an artist is very unique, right? And each artist if they're a good artist and they're a real artist, they believe deep down in the heart that they're the best. They're number one, right? So I would say definitely egos, but that's actually a good thing because I don't want to be working with an artist who's like, I don't know, I'm kind of whack. Artist needs to have a huge ego. So it is difficult if you don't know how to deal with it. I would say in the past, I didn't know how to deal with it as I would now that I'm actually older, I'm wiser. And I know what helps me out too is not just being an artist, because I'm not speaking from a point of view of artists. I'm speaking as an audio engineer. And as an audio engineer, let's just take out the equation where I don't even make beats. So I'm even open up more. But if I'm an artist, I'm like more critical. I'm just like, man, this fool's whack. He got no bars. But if I'm an engineer, I'm just like, man, how can I make this guy sound better? How can I make him develop more? I would definitely say egos, bro. Another thing is just like explaining to artists things, I would say if an artist doesn't know how to like properly deliver their shit in the studio and they go to the studio not prepared to, I'm a big thing on artists being prepared in the studio. I won't say nothing, because at the end of the day, I'm very easy to work with. I'm so easy to work with, bro. I'm not the type of individual to come in the studio and like, we're going to have a fight, even if there is trouble. I'm like, I have to look past that. I have to like, okay, this artist is a superstar. Actually, in my head, everybody that I work with, I don't care how good they are or how bad they are. In my eyes, I know they feel like they're a superstar, so like they want things done a certain way. They want to make sure that they're in control. And even though I'm in control, because like I'm running the studio session, I kind of have to make them kind of like feel like they're important. And that is so crucial, like back in the days, bro, like when I was doing it, a long time ago, like right now, I'm actually trying to run it off a business, right? So that's why I have all my websites, so I do charge. So like that could be another obstacle is like, okay, this artist don't want to pay for beats, or this artist, doesn't want to pay for this. Or sometimes the reason why I charge is because I put my business hat on, and then a lot of people, they don't like that, they're like, you can't be charging me, or some artists hit me up, or you give me free beats. It's not an obstacle. It's just more of like a negotiation because I have to put my business hat on. But like in the past, I wouldn't even be thinking about charging. Like I remember, I think when I met Nick, I tried to charge him for beats, and I heard his flag, bro, come in the studio, let's fucking record, bro. I wasn't even worried about like turning it into a business. I would say if an artist gets like out of hand and they can't handle their liquor, maybe they're in the studio fucking shit up, and you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, come to the studio professional, come ready and knock your shit out and dip. But I wouldn't say that it's like an obstacle because I'm more of like, I understand humans, bro, and I understand that nobody's perfect. If I was a different type of individual, I'd probably be more aggressive and I'd probably be more rude and I'd probably be very hard to work with. I mean, I don't even want to work with Deal. He's fucking just crazy out of his mind. And every time I go over there, it's like he's always bitching. So like when you ask that question, what obstacle, I really can't think of any. It's because I know that there is we all have our own problems, G. Nobody's perfect. I got my own problems, and this motherfucker might have a bad day and he might say something wrong to me. And I'm just like, you know what? It's cool, bro. Like, you're having a bad day, maybe, it's all love, bro. Like, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what he's going through. We all go through shit, bro. And I've actually learned to realize is just to kind of calm, center myself and kind of like see every obstacle as an opportunity to grow with the artist, bro. Like, I've made mistakes, and I'm the type of individual is like, fuck, bro. Like, I'd rather make the mistake, piss somebody off, and then be like, hey, you know what, bro? I think I was wrong about that. I'm sorry. I apologize for the way I treated you. I apologize for the way I came at you. I know I was wrong about that, but I wasn't thinking correctly. So obstacles, bro. There's just, for me, I see solutions. Okay, we can fix this. Another one will be like maybe explaining percentages. If I produce a beat and the artists don't want to give me credit, You know, and like I preferably would probably even work with an artist who's like, I ain't giving you credit. You know, it hasn't happened a lot or anything like that. I've heard it a few times where I have to explain to it, you know, but that's definitely an obstacle. If you create something and like that individual don't want to give you credit for it, bro, like, you know, and it's not like we're going to blow up off of this shit, you know, but I like to think that I'm going to blow up because, again, I think I'm a fucking I think I'm the best producer in the world and I make the fucking best beats in the world.
I was about to say, your ass blew up a few motherfucking times. How in the month? You and Cricket trip me the fuck out, dog. You guys be saying some wild shit. Hey, I don't got no fan. I don't got a big ass YouTube. Yes, you motherfuckers do. And yes, your music has blown up a few motherfucking times. I ain't what are you saying? I ain't shit.
No, I know. It's just like I don't see it like that, bro. I'm just like, there's still more to do. It's not enough. And it's just like I still want to keep growing and keep pushing. And I don't ever kind of want to get in that frame where, I've made it now. Because once I get in that frame, I've made it, then I know I'm going downhill, you know, because I've always want to learn. I've always got something. I'm not, you know, I think I'm the best producer, but I know I got so much to learn, bro. And ideally, like right now, I'm in the stage where, you know, it's all negotiation. So if this person has a problem or I think it's a problem, I just got to kindly explain my situation to them, kindly tell them something, you know, or help them and guide them and just kind of turn it into a plus for me. Another obstacle that could, what a good obstacle I just thought of now would be like somebody rapping to my beats and I don't like it. And I don't know how to tell them. You know, I don't know what to say because I want to be real with them, but then it's like, fuck, what do I do? You know, it doesn't happen a lot though, but I'm just like, damn. Or not necessarily my beats, you know, even out of producer standpoint, like if they bring their own beats and like they didn't pay for the beat, I'm like, fuck, I can't tell them nothing, but like I kind of want to say something like, hey, bro, like you didn't even pay for this producer for this beat, but you want to come to the studio and record. Fuck, what the fuck is that? Damn. You know? But again, it's not an obstacle, but it's I guess it's my way of actually thinking, you know. Like I said, like you said, Nick, I wear different hats, you know, producer, artist, engineer, I do music videos, you know, and the different hats that I wear, it's like I have to literally change my perspective and the way that I see things because I know if I was an artist, I've only seen things this way, and I'd be probably cutthroat with my producers. I'd only want one producer, and I only want it to sound this way. And if he sends me a beat I don't like, I'd probably be open to writing it, but I would want more. You know what I mean? But I just think that you know, we all got to grow as an artist, and we got to constantly like develop our sound. And I mean, that's a really good question. Like Javier said, you know, obstacles, bro. It's a great question. There's many obstacles that we're gonna face in this music industry, and like right now, I think one of the biggest ones is like it's not really an obstacle, but then yes, it is. It is an obstacle. Is like how do I price my value? You know, how do I price my beats? How do I price my time? And if I price myself, you know, and artists are trying to come up, is that right for me to even be charging these artists? I'm like, fuck, should I even be charging? Because I hear both sides, bro, you know, and I see things. I see artists paying for beats, paying for studio time, but then like I see other artists where they don't, you know, and they're like in it together, you know, and they're just like trying to come up. And I've been in like, I've done that, and it's just like, man, it's like trying to find a balance. I wouldn't say the obstacle is working with other individuals. I think the obstacle lies within me. Because if it's an obstacle, then it's most likely I'm uncomfortable with it. Because right, when you ask the question, what obstacles you have with the artist? If there's a problem with it, then that means I feel some type of way about it, right? And if I feel some type of way about it, and then later, sometimes, bro, like I won't lie to you, like I'm not saying I've done anybody dirty or anything like that, but I've said some stuff where I'm just like, wait a minute, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have even approached this artist like this, or maybe I shouldn't even said that. And then sometimes I have to go back and be like, hey, bro, nah, bro, it's all good, my bad, sorry, you know, yeah, we're gonna do that the way you wanted, this and this or that, you know. But I'm not afraid to like apologize for my mistakes, you know, or reflect back on what happened in that studio session and just be like, man, I should have just handled things a little bit differently. You know, I should have just done things. So that's why now I'm just like more just flow, let it flow, bro. Like, don't trip, you know. If an artist is late, fucking it don't matter. The last thing you want to do is artist shows up late and you make them feel like shit. Nah, because if there's an obstacle and you're with the artist, it's not going to feel right, the synergy. And then with music, if the artist don't feel right or if I don't feel right, like I get clients, bro, that will come up to me and be like, hey, bro, here's the cash. I just want to make sure that you think I'm not going to run away, because then that's how they feel, though. You know, they kind of feel like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm going to go do this song with them and I'm never going to see this fool again. I'm going to disappear, you know? So it's like we create our own obstacles. Every artist does. And then that's because of our egos are attached to it, the way we see things. And, you know, just overall, as long as you have good intentions, I like messing with individuals whose intentions are pure, who are good. And then I know, okay, this guy's a solid dude, but I know for sure either me or him, we're gonna clash at one point or another. And that's how it is, bro. Like you know, it can't always be all good. It's a relationship, bro. Like, things won't always be 100%. Things won't always, we're gonna disagree at one point or another, because it is what it is. And how we handle that disagreement, we can disagree and we can still be cool, dog. You know, I'm not like the type that wants to disagree and then hold a grudge and just be like, oh, fuck, nah, I don't like that, bro. You know, fuck this fool, I'm never going to talk to him again. Nah, it's like we can disagree, but it could be a healthy disagreement, right? And we can just talk it out and, you know, chop it up. All right, boom, this is what I think. All right, cool, what do you think? All right, you know, cool, you know, and then we're good after that. You know, it's like we talk it out like brothers, bro. Like, we'll fight and then we'll be cool after. All right, fucker, give me a hug or whatever. All right, let's knock the, you know, but not in the studio. I don't like interfering that in the studio. And I think that's what makes me a great producer and engineer too, bro. Because when I hit the studio, I don't want vibes like that. I don't want vibes like that. So I know the artists don't want vibes like that. So I'm just like, whatever you need, bro. You want to smoke? You want beer? What do you need to get this song done? And I support that fully. You know, if you want to fucking do crack, bro, then do crack. If that's what it's going to take for you to get this shit down, then do it. But don't let that interfere with the studio time, bro. You know, don't let that fuck you up, dog. Like, you know what I mean, dog? Like, that's how we live, bro. Rappers are like, we have a lot of rappers have personal problems. That's why they rap. You know, they have personal problems and they've been through so much. They could have been in a gang. They could have been having problems with their mom. They could have been geeks and people punked them their whole life. The reason why they're rapping is because they have a story to tell and they have their own problems. And if they're young, they're trying to figure it out. But if they're like older, you know, like they're our age and they already been through like fucked up shit, then they know what time it is, dog. Like, they're wise already. Like, the older you get, the more wiser you become, you know, and the more you've learned off of your mistakes, you know. So I rarely have issues that I can't hash out with an older person, bro. You know, if they're older, dog, sometimes they're putting me up on game. You know, they're just like trying to fucking lace me down with game. And if they're younger, sometimes they're just like, you know, they might be closed-minded, you know, but Nick knows, bro. I've always hang around with older people, bro, for like, since I was 13, 14, all the cats that I hung around with are older cats, bro. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't into no stupid shit. So I kind of have that old soul mentality, you know, and I do, I kind of know what's going on with artists, bro. Like, I'm very intuitive when I read artists, and I know kind of like when to not cross the line and just be about music, bro. Like, you do what you do and let me do what I do. If it's making the beats, engineering the songs, you let me know when you're ready to record. Got you, bro. You know, it's going to sound fire, bro. You're not happy with the mix. Nick knows. Any artist or engineer any artist that works with me, they know that if I send them the mix and they're not happy with it, bro, I'm not happy with it. You know, because the thing is too, bro, like how even Javier said, like, what's the obstacle that you have? That applies to artists too, dog. Like, you don't know how many artists that I met where like they just been fucked and screwed by producers, by artists, producer. They don't even want to give them the song. Nah, bro, you can't get this song. Hey, this is my song. You know, or you didn't pay for this, or like it's taking you months to get this song done. Like, I've heard stories from artists. I'm like, really? This motherfucker. And people told me like I'm looking for a producer because, you know, my producer, whoop-de-whoop, long story short, this and this drama, dog. Like, You know, so I know artists have their obstacles too. And me being an artist and working with artists and kind of hearing different stories, I kind of like want to kind of just be that one dude that they could find that's solid. I'm a solid individual, bro. You know, I don't got like a lot of crazy shit going on. You know, I'm very introvert. I stay to myself, but like I'm literally a diamond in the rough, bro. Once you find me, you're like, man, I don't know how this fucker does it. You know, you might not want my beats, but you might want my engineering. You know, or you might want my beats, but you might have your own studio. Like I have a place that I could kind of like tie my shit into any artist, bro. And I'm very diverse, you know, kind of like how Nick wanted to do disco funk. You know, I can do any type of music, bro, like disco, reggaeton. I'm gonna start trying to do more commercial pop type of shit, you know, R&B, trap, underground, boom bap, you know, like literally if you want a country beat, fuck it, dog. Let's make a country song. You know, I'm open to it. You know, I'm down for whatever, bro. When it comes to music, I'll learn, I'll figure it out. Straight up.
Yeah, that was a great fucking question, man. So it sounds
Great
like
question, dog.
yeah, as a producer and an artist, you guys go through a
Appreciate
lot. Hey, thank you for calling in, Big Crick Dog.
Appreciate you, big dog. Can't wait till the next episode drops.
Motherfucking legend right there in the game.
Tomorrow, 1 p.m.
All right, G. I can't wait, dog. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for those tuning in right now, that was incredible Javier. He has his own YouTube channel. You guys can go subscribe. We got a new animated series out now called Traviesos Animated Series. It drops tomorrow, 1 p.m., the new episode on his channel. We got all kinds of dope people tuning in and playing voices and everything like that. It's a very fun show. So please tune in to support, share all that good stuff. Yeah, man, Dill, fucking sounds like you go through a lot of dilemmas, a lot of obstacles and stuff being a producer and an engineer, man. Fucking that's crazy. A lot of shit that I didn't even see now that I'm sitting in your shoes. It's you go through a lot, man. Like a lot. And I salute you, man. You fucking overcame a lot of obstacles. Not only that, you got to deal with your real life situations. You know what I mean? That's some crazy shit to balance a whole bunch of different emotions. You know what I mean? Like artists, everyone's got their own emotion, a different personality. Not every artist is the same. So you got to balance all this, man. How do you do it? That's so crazy. You just make more music off of that energy?
Bro, just make more music off of that energy. And at the end of the day, bro, to me, even like my wife tells me, that's all you want to do is music. Like that's just in me, bro. Like music 24/7, breathe it, wake up. I want to come to the computer and do music. You know, that's like literally all I want to do. It's because I like you can do so much with music, bro. Like people don't realize the access and the potential. Like a lot of artists, some artists don't even realize the type of potential that they have if they were just to take it a little bit more serious and invest in their craft, you know? So at the end of the day, I just believe that I'm very blessed on finding something that I really love to do with a passion, you know, audio engineering, whether it's making beats or just recording an artist who has their own beats and sending them off that mix. And they're like real happy, like, damn, this sounds really good, bro. I like it. Watching them post it on Instagram. It's like that whole process. You know, they make the song, it's done. All right, I got to make the next one now. Make the next one. Keep making beats. Keep finding artists to like do another song. There's so many people out there. But yeah, like a lot of individuals, in order to touch somebody's music, bro, it's very personal. You know, it's like it's very private. A lot of artists, they don't want to trust nobody with their music. I wouldn't if I wasn't like I would. That's why I do everything myself, bro. That's why I don't have nobody make no beats for me. You will never have anybody engineer a song for me or engineer because I do it myself. But that's just me. You know, like I literally do it all myself, make my own videos, my own beats, my own vocals, my own this and that and that. If I was an artist, I'd be very picky. You know, so that's why when I deal with artists, I like to tell them, like, I handle your stuff with care, bro. Like, I'm not just mixing and mastering your shit and whatever, here you go. Nah, like, I'm actually taking pride in it. I'm making sure that even if I didn't make the beat, that I'm making sure that artist sounds to their fullest potential. And if I'm happy with the mix and I send it over and they're not, I'm like, okay, you're not happy with it. What do you want me to do? You know, give me suggestions. You want me to do this, do that? You want to re-record it again? You want to come back? You want to knock it out? Whatever it's going to take for the artist to be happy, that's the type of individual that I am, you know? And I think that's how it's got to be, bro. You know, I'm actually in it with you, bro. Like, if you're going to pay me to do a song, I'm not happy until you're happy with it. You know what I mean? And I'm a strong believer on that, bro. You know, you don't like it, fuck it. Let's go back to the drawing board, you know? Make sure your shit's on point. As long as your shit's on point, your lyrics are on point, I'll be on point. You know, but if I do my job and I don't like my lyrics on there, I'm going to change my verse. Well, I did my job, but fuck it, let's knock out another verse, bro. I'm cool with that. If that's what's going to make you happy, let's do that shit, dog. You know, you're the artist.
I thank God that I'm talented because, man, I am not a technical person. I've kept you on live screens trying to fix shit in the studio for hours at a time, and you've been very patient with me, and I'm very grateful for you, man. Like, I am not as hands-on with the equipment like you are, but I make up with the talent, and I always try to be very professional in the studio with you because I know you are the great one. I always tell everyone this is the Mexican Dr. Dre.
And you're doing it the right way, bro. It takes, like, for what I do, it takes a lot, bro. Like, even to do what you do, to be an artist, it takes a lot to be an artist. So just for you to try to figure out how to mix and master your own shit, if that's not in you, then don't do it, dog. You know, like, learn how to record yourself and learn how to do the basics. You know, as an artist, have your home studio, demo your songs, and all right, then now I'm gonna go knock it out over here. Or demo your songs, record them, and send them to an engineer. Send it to somebody to master it. You know, but like, that's if you are hands-on. But if you're not hands-on, bro, don't be sweating it and sitting there trying to figure out how to make it sound like this, because I've done that. And it doesn't take a week, it doesn't take a month, it doesn't take 2 months, it takes years to master it, bro. It takes years. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was like 13. I'm 33 now, and every year I get better. You know, I'm going to be better 5 years from now than I was from today. You know, so there's always growth and there's always potential to learn something else and to kind of do so. And it's never too late to get in the game too, bro. It's never too late, you know, to get out the game and get back in.
As an artist that's been in the game for a long time like myself, I want to give a little shout out to all the artists that give hard work and put money behind their craft, because this is a very expensive craft. If you love your music, you will put money behind it. And I'm not talking just making the song. You got to go out. You got to pay somebody to do your music video if you're not going to film it yourself. You know what I mean? You got a lot of stuff goes behind it. And this is the type of producer you want to do that for, because he's putting a lot of hours in the studio to make you sound great. So if you could pick up the slack by making the video, doing all the extra stuff, going to the networking parties, mingling with people, letting them hear the song. You know, it's a constant grind. Don't ever stop. Every day you got to promote the song. Just because you've been promoting the song for about a year, don't get discouraged, because you got to keep promoting this record. You know, you put that time in to go to his studio and make this song. That's your song. So always keep it in rotation. Try to make the video, make the song shine, because there's a lot of work behind the fucking beat and studio time and engineering. You know, don't let that song go to waste. I see so many artists letting these songs just sit. And you know, like you said, we go through our own distribution, and if we don't promote these songs and get advertisement, our songs we're not gonna get no streams. And we get pennies for streams. So it's good to keep this shit, like, everyone's be like, oh, Silence, you be promoting your song too fucking much. How many times you gonna promote this shit? Look at you dressed up like you just made Cinco de Mayo yesterday. Like, I have to, because this is my job. I live this shit. You know what I mean? I'll fucking die for this shit. My whole family's involved in this shit. We built a big network my whole life around this whole music scene. So, I don't know. I guess I learned from you, you know, and a lot of people around me, just to keep going full force with everything you do.
Right. Yeah, you know, and I commend you for that, bro. And I've seen your story, you know, from the producer side, seen you develop, you know, yourself as an artist, seen you develop yourself through networking, meeting people, getting in the right door, still working on your craft, pushing your merchandise, your clothes, your website, you know, pushing me, you know, helping me network with different artists, recommending me, you know, all right, this is my producer right here, you know, not being greedy with me and just like, this is my producer, hit him up for beats, hit him up for studio time. He got you, you know, word of mouth, bro. Like, that's what we live off over here. You know, it's like everybody knows everybody in LA, bro. It's like you know, everybody knows everybody, or they heard of everybody, you know? So fuck, dog. It's like, it takes a long time. This ain't for the weak, bro. Motherfuckers will eat you alive. You'll spit your greatest shit and fools will still hate. People will hate regardless, bro. People will tell you that you're not going to succeed. Your music's not going to do nothing, but they ain't doing nothing. Usually those people are the ones that have nothing. You go look at their page and they don't even make music. You know, they don't even know what they're talking about. The internet, that's the thing about the internet, bro, is it came and it filled a lot of people to fuel hate and to get their hate off and project it off of other people versus how it was back in the days where it was just like a close network through school or through the individuals you knew in your city, you know, and it was like if fools were hating, like you wouldn't even see those fools, you know, or you battle them in a fucking open mic battle and shit, dog, you know, like whatever, you know, that's how the days were when I was coming up back in the days. Where, you know, those were like open mics, battling, freestyling in the backyard, talking shit, making beats. Who has the hardest beats? My beats are harder than yours. Or all right, then let's play the beats then, or whatever, you know.
But it wasn't where your mouth is, man.
Yeah, it wasn't from a form of hate, dog. You battle somebody, you show them love, give them dap, and it's part of the game. It's respect, dog. You know. But this internet turned this shit into some crazy, wild shit, bro. I think it's the entertainment purposes. You know, people are just bored, dog. People are bored. I don't know where they're from. They're probably not from Cali. A lot of these fools are probably in weird ass fucking states. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, you know?
Hey, yeah, for everyone tuning in, this big Deal2Respect at Deal2Respect on all platforms. He has his own music studio called the Arc LA Audio Recording Kings. It's him and his brother Jesse Def the Chef. They call him Jesus Jesus. He's got multiple names aside for Genesis. He is a dope ass artist himself. I tried to get him on here, but he was a busy man. I missed him. I'm gonna
come back.
Yeah,
he got 2 jobs. He got a lot going on and shit.
I'm already knowing.
That's what is this Audio Recording Kings? It's the website. So I'm a home studio. I'm not a commercial studio that you go to a big building. I can get you that sound. I can get you this type of sound you want straight from my home. You even could record it at your home if you got a decent setup, you know. So I do mixing, I do mastering, I do custom instrumental. So mixing and mastering, I'm doing where you send me the stems, pretty much $50, and I send you the song back. I'll get you the type of quality where fools are going to be charging you $100, $200 just to mix and master a song. And, you know, just to mix a song, they're going to charge you this price. To master it, they're going to charge you this price. To go to a studio, you know, I make it very affordable for you to get a more than a professional sound off of your music, and you'll sound like you went to a big studio, and you'll sound like crispy. You'll sound clean. You can have your own beats. So I don't charge for, like, if you come book a session with me, I'm not going to charge you separate for the mixing and mastering. That's going to be included with the session. So if I'm charging $65 an hour just to book me for a 2-hour minimum, I'm not going to be like other studios where eventually I probably will be like that. Like if I have a big building and a big office and I got like thousands and I'm so busy, I probably will charge like that. But at the moment, being independent and being like one of the best home-based studios, you know, I got a dope preamp, I got a good mic, I got hardware compressors, you know, and I got all the plugins. I got everything that you need to get the job done. You know, 4 hours, you can book 4 hours and you can drop 4 songs. You know,
$400, man. That's such a great fucking deal, dog. And like you said, he doesn't have a big fucking facility, a big compound, but when you're with him, you feel like you're there in a big compound. It's a great setting, great vibes. You know, he could make the beat on the spot for you, anything you could imagine and fathom. Or you could bring your own stuff that you're already ready to go with and just knock it out the park, because like I said, 4 songs for $400. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, usually you're going to get charged like a music video, $300, $200, $600 for 4 songs. That's if you can knock it out. I mean, I've had artists come have all their shit written. Boom, 1 song done, 30 minutes, you know, 45 minutes, the whole song's done, you know. So I basically, when you meet me and you're in my studio, it's all straight business. You know, I don't talk much. This is probably the most I've ever talked. You know, you've seen me.
Everyone's telling you to sing too. They're like, you're talking. Hey man, this is Johnny's. I wanted him to have a long show. You know what I mean? I wanted him to get it out there, let you guys know the rates. You know, he's not just a producer. He's a fucking. He does it all, man. He could help you make the song great.
Right. Yeah. And I really I like working with other artists too. You know, like if you have something you want feedback on, send it to me. If you want an opinion on, or if you want it to be, you know, hey, should I mix this song? A lot of times I'll hear a song and I'll be like, they want to pay me for mixing it. Like, all right, bro, just come record it over here. You'll get a way better sound. You know, don't record it off your phone, or don't record it at your studio. Like a lot of people will record it in their home studio and they think it sounds good, but then they have no idea that it doesn't sound good. And I have to politely tell them, like, hey, bro, like, the song's great, beats banging, lyrics are amazing, but it doesn't sound right. Now you have a choice. You can put it out like this. When you put out a song, that's like your impression right there. Like, first impressions are everything. The last thing you want to do is put out a song and it doesn't sound properly mixed and mastered. And I say that from experience, because that's how I was. You know, I would never, back in the days, bro, we never go get our shit mixed and mastered. Me and you, remember?
Right.
We was doing it, that shit will probably make our music different if we would have just been, all right, let's go get a studio. Let's put money behind this. And if we had I wasn't even thinking like that. That's why I commend a lot of these artists who want to do it and they want to go pay for studio time. I'm just like, all right, you want to pay for studio time? Well, let's make you sound good then. You know, you come bring in your shit, dog, and I'll bring in my potential. You have more than 15. I have more than 15 years experience in doing this, dog. I can literally take off any cat from the street that don't even rap, and we can make a song, and they'll be like, this fool's an artist now. We could literally make a superstar, you know, and we'll figure out a way to make you sound good. Straight up, dog. But like I said, it's not for everybody. This shit will eat you alive, dog. Like, you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up, but don't give up on I hear a lot of dope fucking artists, bro. Some of the dopest artists that I hear are like, they don't even have no platforms. They have their own lives. Like, I think the dopest artists, bro, are the artists that are not even out there. The ones that are actually like struggling, bro. Like the ones you don't hear of.
The one that's in here right now, James the Just. Shout out to James the Just, man. That motherfucker, he lives the craziest normal life, and when he gets on the mic, he's phenomenal.
Bro, when that song that he sent me a few songs, like, I want some beats, and I was like, what, you wrote that shit? Holy smoke. Like, what the fuck was going on in your mind when you were writing that? I was just like, hey, I appreciate you taking the time. Any artist who gets down on my beats, dog, and really kills it, bro, I always like, hey, bro, thank you for killing my beats, dog, and I appreciate you. You can tell when the artist takes their time, and you can tell when the artist doesn't take their time to actually write their crafts out. Yeah, that fool has a dope style, dog. He blew me away with those songs you guys did. I was fucking amazed. I was like, hell yeah.
See, Johnny talks from a producer standpoint. He's cool with a lot of motherfuckers. A lot of these motherfuckers are whack, trash, garbage artists. Need to get the fuck out of hip hop. Please get the fuck out of hip hop. I know he needs his money and shit. Please buy his beats. But when it comes to me, I'm a shark. I'll eat your ass up. Get the fuck off the mic. If you suck, you suck. If you're great, you're great. You know what I mean? Like, you could hear the difference. I was telling my girl today, like, a lot of you don't have to go to school. It's funny that you brought that up. I don't want to talk your off because we're gonna get into this, show these people your process and how you make your beats and singing. Just real quick, I don't want to fucking talk your head off, but yeah, these kids don't have to go to school to be great. If you put your time into your craft every single day, like Johnny did after school, you know, to even getting off, to stop smoking and funding your craft more, stuff like that's very important. You know, smoking's not the biggest thing in the world. You know, building your craft and protecting your life around you, even getting furniture in your home is nice. You know, a lot of people like to live bummy and shit and fucking forgetting about how important life is. You know what I mean? Make your life beautiful before you destroy your fucking life, people.
Right.
You know? Don't buy what does E40 say? Don't buy a $100,000 car before you buy a house. You know what I mean? Like that's just what I'm saying. Like, you're not supposed to do stupid shit before you do great shit. And I think we learned the hard way because we did a lot of stupid shit before. Like I said, what the fuck? I barely started making good quality music recently. I feel like.
Yeah, no, me too, bro. Like, I stepped on my quality like 100 times within this past 3 years.
Like, thank God for you, bro.
Big quality. You know, like, the talent's always been there. But that's half of the step. Is a lot of people are so, that's the thing, bro, is with me, bro. I've learned to see that there's so much talent out there that there's artists that don't have access to, because they have their own lives, you know. You back in the days, bro, to get a producer, you got to pay $500 for a beat. You got to pay an engineer. You got to pay all this, like, bro, $50 an hour, 2 hour minimum. or even $50 just to mix and master your song, that's like within reach to everybody, especially if you're an adult and you have a job. That's within reach for sure, just so you can get started. And all you got to do is just do a song a month, bro. That's 12 songs, you know? But that's on the artist though, bro. Like I can't speak for artists, and but the thing is what I will encourage is every artist knows if they're not making music, sometimes they feel like shit, bro. And a lot of things is as I tell artists too, bro, why are you holding on to your songs, dog? Like you need to put that shit. I know I was telling that to Javier. I was like, bro, like you don't want to release this song, dog. People need to hear that song, like that song Survivor's Guilt. But that first album me and him did, it took us longer to release it, but because we're kind of like thinking about it, like, oh fuck, man, should we put this out? Or it's not ready yet. A lot of artists are like that. It's not ready yet. It's not ready. And I heard that song. I was just like, that Survivor's Guilt, blown away by the lyrics, bro. Like, why are you holding on to this music, bro?
Yeah, cricket's a trip. Fool. I mean, like, you guys need to work that shit out. I was telling him the other day, I was like, man, I hope you guys release this music, because he said something wasn't right with you and something wasn't right with him. I'm like, fuck, you guys got to work that shit out. You know what I mean? Because he makes great music, and you're such a talented producer, and he's such a talented producer as well. So I know you guys, like, the outcome
it's mainly because, like, I want to be doing the mixing and mastering. That's what it really is. And he wants to do it himself.
Right.
But I'm like, nah, I want to do it though. You know what I mean? So, but it takes more time, and then it's just like a process though. Or like we'll do a song and it'll be done, and he'll be like, oh no, well, it's not, I don't like this delivery. And I hear it. That's the thing is with artists too, when he says what's the obstacle, bro, is like, bro, that shit sounds amazing to me. And then the artist won't like it. And it's not just him, it's with so many artists, bro. Like even this, I recently done a song, or mix a song for someone, they might not like it. And I'm like, bro, this shit sounds amazing, dog. Like, why don't you like it? Like people need to hear this, and you're being greedy. Like a lot of times as artists don't understand is people need to hear your music, dog. Like this song, like how I told it to Javier, like this song you have right here, bro, this could save somebody's life, literally, because you're talking about some deep shit that you went through. And if somebody hears it, that's going to change their life, bro. Who cares?
I remember a girl breaking down and crying over one of his songs a long time ago. She just started bawling. I was like, holy shit. He makes that type of music. Yeah,
he has that type of story to where he, like, I don't know, he just comes up with some crazy deep, probably his personal experience, but it's so deep. And I'm like, bro, I don't care if the timing's off, or I don't care if you said it this way and you want to change the way it sounds, because as a fan of just listening to what you're saying, and this is what a lot of artists do, bro. They don't care where you record it. They don't care, but all they want to do is feel something. Like how he's saying, he's very critical of his shit, right? Yeah. There's times he won't like it after the third listen. That a lot of artists are like that, bro. And I think that's we do that, because sometimes I do that too. Every artist does that. They don't like how it sounds. They're very like nitpicky. And I'm listening to it from just a whole nother perspective. I'm like, oh, this shit's amazing, dog. Like, holy smokes, good fucking work. And it's like, yeah, really? You like it? Yeah, dog. And then sometimes you have to tell the artist too. Like I've done songs with other people and they're just like, well, it doesn't sound right. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's amazing. I'm blown away by what you've done. And they're just like, oh, really? Oh, thank you. I needed that, because they kind of get insecure, and it's just a song. You put it out, you move on to the next one, and you move on to the next one. And we're not, like, until we get to that point where we're like a Snoop Dogg, or we're like a popular radio artist, then it's different, bro, but a lot of us are independent. We need to get to that level, and those are the proper steps, is just to keep releasing it. And I'm the same way too, bro. Like, I want to make sure the mix is right, or I'm very, I want to do everything, bro. Like especially that album with Javier, I want to do all the mixing and mastering it. It's not that I don't trust him on doing it. It's just like, nah, I want to do it. If I made the beats, I want to mix and master it too. And it's like, and then our schedules are different. Our timing, I'm always busy, or like he's ready to go, but I'm not ready to go. And it's just like, or I'll mix the song and it'll be done, and then he wants to redo it, and then I'm like, well, fuck. And then it's kind of, you know what I mean? And it's just like, but that's just music, bro. That's how it is. And I kind of expect that to happen with certain artists, you know, that it's not always going to be, everything's not always going to be according to plan, bro. You know, like nothing's going to work out according to how you want it to work out. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be just struggles overall. And those are the things we got to overcome. But yeah, we got to push, bro. We got to get this music out because we all got a story to tell, dog.
And we're not here forever. And like, and you're 100% right though, dog. Like, even though we want it to sound a certain way, like I've put out songs that I haven't even liked and other people love them.
Oh, great point.
You know what I mean? Like, so it takes somebody else to hear another ear and another ear and another ear. You know, I got people that love this album. I love people that love this song.
And you're like, you don't even like it.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I ain't heard that song in years. You know what I mean? Like, shit, you've been vibing to that shit. So like, even like the homie G-Lu, he tagged me on a flyer the other day with some song, real hip hop and shit. And that's independent. Oh, that shit goes back to the first album. I'm like, fuck, I ain't heard that song forever.
That's right. That's what it comes down to, dog. Is push your content, and once an artist discovers you, they're gonna see, like, once they find that one song, they're gonna see that, man, he has this whole, like, once they find Big Silencer, it's not, but this fool just has 2 songs. Nah, bro, this fool got the catalog of a lot of fucking songs to go through. That's what you want as an artist. That's exactly what you want. You don't want to be the artist where you blow up, they go find you, and you only have 1 or 2 songs, you know, because then fuck.
So it is important to push your music out there because you never know who's gonna love it. And like, you know, a song could change someone's life and stick with them forever. So that's very important. Yeah. You know, make more music and just keep moving on.
Keep moving on, brother.
Man, I'm grateful for that story, man. You are a dope motherfucker, and you got so much more to tell. I'll get you back in here and talk more.
We can chop it up, dog. Me and you could just chop it up for days, bro, about this shit, you know? But
I got people in here begging for you to play that piano and show them how you make a beat.
All right. I won't be able to show the screen. I don't think so, but I got some. I'm going to open up. So I use FL Studio. I got a YouTube channel. It's in my bio. If you go, you'll see the link in my bio where I kind of go through my process. I'm going to be doing some more. So usually when we're in the studio, Big Silencer, we'll meet up. We'll actually do this in person. So let me see here. I'm going to bring my tempo down.
Or I'll call him for a beat and he'll make it, and I'll get it in an email with a big smile on my face and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like fucking. That's like my favorite thing. I love beats, like opening a new box of shoes and shit.
I love it when artists hit me up for beat, or when you ask me for a beat. Hey, bro, I need a beat. I get excited, and especially if you're like, I want a beat like this, like just something gets me going. I'm just like, fuck yeah, dog. So I'm gonna get my clap because I like to have a little rhythm. Sometimes I just start it off.
And you guys are getting it 100% live right here by Deal2Respect, at Deal2Respect or Deal2Respect.com. Man, your name is like a slogan, bro. Me and my lady were talking the other day. You know, it's not just a regular name. It's like a slogan. I remember when you got that shit blasted across your chest when you were a little kid and shit. I was like, man, he's with it forever, for real.
Yeah, he's with it forever. He's ready to rock. All right. All right, so I don't know what I want to create yet. I just want to find a chord progression. All right. Maybe a little darker.
Ooh, shit.
All right, here we go. All right, so usually I basically just hit chords until I find something I like. And sometimes I'll hit chords where I don't like it, but I'll still play it, and then I'll change it. So I'll just record something. All right, so I got my chord progression. And again, I don't know what I want to do. It's not about what I want. I just create, bro. Literally. So I'm going to find a new sound. So I got my piano down. Now I probably want to get some type of counter melody. All right, so right now I want to strike emotion. I want to strike some emotion right now.
Getting more serious,
Ooh, yeah, something like that. All right, so I'm just gonna go in there. All right. All right, so I got a little counter melody. That'll be for like the hook. All right. All right. So now. Now it's like I gotta start getting the emotion down of how I want it. I could kind of play with it more depending on what I'm feeling. I'll give it some more bounce. That's a nice snare right there. Shit hits hard. All right, so I like that snare right there. Going to be playing around with some type of synth melody, but before I get into that melody, I kind of want to give it some more bounce.
Take it fast, or we can go slow. That shit's hard.
Give it my bounce right now. That way the artist could typically spit whatever they want to spit now. You know, just keep that shit going. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So we catch that rhythm right there, catch that vibe. All right, more bounce right there, a little more bounce. Then I can take the last of the snare off. And I'm gonna come up with a new melody now. I need some type of sound to carry the song now.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, for those tuning in, this is Deal2Respect on the beat.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of some strings.
Cinco de Mayo.
All right, so let me just add a bass line now. That's what I'll do. I'll just sing some type of bass line to get a real, pretty much the beat's done, but I gotta get the main melodies down. That way the artist can really like develop the song.
Sometimes I feel like the alien landing off of his spaceship. Sometimes I feel like a motherfucking alien landing off of his spaceship. Doing circles like a flying saucer. Man, these beats keep getting so much harder. I get up on the microphone and slaughter. Dance on top of the water like I'm Jesus Christ. Something nice. Deal2Respect.com. When you get up on his shit, you gonna blow up like a nuclear bomb. That's that NATO flow. That's that NATO flow. I'm a tornado, bro. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And I'm feeling so festive. Festival smoking on the medical. Man, you get on the microphone, it's so incredible. I just tip my hat, spit my rap. So many obstacles, it gets like that. Shit, it gets like that.
All right, let's record that bass line, see what we can come up with.
Obstacles that get in my way. Obstacles that get in my way. Obstacles that get in my way. But I'm gonna make it to see a new day. Obstacles that get in my way. Deal2Respect.com.
All right. All right, so now all right, so if anybody's wondering how I'm playing this is my see if I can get this up here. My little, I have a piano behind me, but this is what I use.
What is that? What instrument is that right there?
That's just a MIDI controller, the Akai Fire. So I pretty much just, figuring out what I want to do with the beat, kind of taking it, you know what I mean? I have a piano right here, a full piano. And right now I'm using the Akai Fire to make this. So it just makes the production process a lot faster. As you can see, I pretty much got the beat down. The main structure of the beat is down. Now it's just developing the tune of it and kind of switching up some of the sounds, making it sound like a song. Because once you hear it right now, it just sounds like a rough draft. I build out the rough draft. And then from the rough draft, I start to refine and retune and kind of mix the sounds to make it sound like an actual song. All right, so that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Free game for those tuning in. This is how you produce a beat off of Fruity Loop Studios, FL Studios.
All right, so now and there's so much stuff we can do. Yeah. All right, so there's so much.
Is brand new.
So let me just put this little filter on it. I kind of want to take the melody to a different level. All right.
Man, the bass is funky.
All right, so now I'm gonna bring up a new sound because the song's like a basic beat, but every beat, the thing is with instrumentals, it's literally one set. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm loading up something, so sometimes it kind of like, so we're one sound away from the beat basically being completely done. You're usually like one sound away from the beat being okay to the beat just taking off, So I'm looking for a certain type of sound that'll make this like push it to the next level, and it could be anything. So I'm gonna try to look for a little vocal patch here. So I'm on my key signature is. I wish I could show you guys the screen as I do this. Maybe we'll figure that out. I don't know how to do it right now the way we have it set up. All right, but so I'm gonna go through this sound right here.
Ah, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh. He's like, this is how I make my hit records. Get that one sound that ain't nobody got. Y'all, that's why I wait. I literally, when I'm in the studio with Johnny, I let him work. I don't jump on my music writing too quick because his sounds can switch and it can throw you off. I don't know what to say. Like, I've done that before where I tried to write too quick and I had to rewrite my whole shit because he's a sound maniac.
Yeah, so yeah, you're exactly right. You just gotta wait until you get inspired, and at any moment, I'm gonna have that sound that speaks to you. You know.
Smoking like I'm at a festival. Hey, it's a festival. Hey, it's a festival. Yeah.
All right, so I just got to refine this sound and tweak it to where it sounds the best. That's going to be through trial and error. I'm basically going through what doesn't work just to find out what actually is going to work.
My God, I want to get Damian Marley or someone on there.
I like that ending right there. What was that note? All right, so
This is where it gets good, y'all. Those coming in, you are blessed to be here.
All right, so at this point, like that right there is way too like overpowering for an artist to actually rap over. So I put it loud on purpose so I can basically, you know, kind of find out what's gonna work. And then once I have something that I kind of like, that's when I start to like push the instrument back so you don't hear it too much. And it kind of gives you like it evokes some type of emotion on it. So right now I'm putting some effects on it. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna change that one key right there.
The blend, dog.
That's so the artist could rap on top of it. All right, so I'm working on that middle section right there. I just gotta keep going until I find something that I like. It's almost there, right here.
Damn, big deal to respect on the motherfucking beat.
All right. And then I'm looking for one more sound. Got a little whistle.
Rasta, smoking like a Buddha, ain't nobody getting high. Smoking like a Rasta, getting so loaded, man, you know I'm high. Smoking like a Rasta, getting so high, man, you know I'm high. Just smoking like a Rasta, feeling like I'm, yeah. Shit, I'm smoking like a rasta, rolling in the rampla, feeling so damn high. On my way to the festival, getting so loaded, just stop it now. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Shit, I'm smoking like a rasta, rolling in the rampla. Everyone getting so high. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Everyone's saying hell yeah. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Everyone's saying hell yeah. Shit, I'm smoking like a rasta, rolling in the rampla. Everyone getting so high. Everyone getting so high. Everyone getting so high. Don't you roll the window down when I'm rolling through your town. Everyone loves to hear the sound. They know how me and Dilla put it down. Rolling in that rampla, smoking like a rasta, man, we getting so high. Rolling in that rampla, smoking like a rasta, man, we getting so high. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Put it in the air. Got everyone saying hell yeah. Yeah. Shit, I'm rolling in that rampla, smoking like a rasta. Everyone getting so high. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Everyone saying hell yeah. Shit, I got a sticky nugget in my sack, dog. I'm about to break it down, y'all. Put it inside of the J. I'm rolling down the freeway, watching out for all of the police in my way. Rolling in my rampla, smoking like a rasta. Everyone getting so high. Yeah. Everyone's saying nah, nah. We don't smoke that caca. Everyone's saying nah, nah. We don't smoke that caca. Man, I'm always smoking brava, smoking like a rasta. Everyone getting high. Everyone getting so high. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Deal2Respect.com.
Get at my boy for some beats. If you're an artist or know somebody that's an artist, share this with them. Let them see how he is running the game. He ain't new to this. He's very true to this.
Yup. I'm gonna do my hi-hats, spice up the hi-hats.
They know how we play. La, la. They know how we play. Like Jimi Hendrix when he rolled out Purple Haze. La, la, la. They know how we play. La, 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 la. We took them back in the days.
And that, like, literally, that could just be the beat, because a lot of times I don't like to overproduce the song, right? Because then, like, it's gonna be way too. Sometimes I definitely always overproduce the song, and then so sometimes I just gotta, you know what? I'm gonna stop everything. I'm gonna break it all down, and I'm gonna see how it sounds. Because for the most part, rapper wants simple beats, right? You don't want all this shit going on sometimes. So I'll just like start arranging it right now, getting it ready for strong song structure. And then if it needs to have another instrument, I'll do that later. But the beat's pretty much done. Well, the outline of it is. Now I'm going to see how it sounds in song structure. Watch. So I'm going to break it down. So even that, I'll simplify that even more. That way we can have our intro coming in. That way the artist can get an idea. Okay, now
Damn.
start making a song. All right, so we got that. All right, so I'm gonna start it off with this better, and then the beat's pretty much gonna come knocking in. And then it's gonna change at a 4. I'm gonna drop it here. So it kicks in right now. Okay, let me go here. Catch me the mic. Yeah.
Yeah. How we ride.
It's like sometimes it's so hard for me, bro, not to sit here and just like want to start rapping. But then
you're an artist.
Yeah, but I get so focused, like, nah, I gotta finish the beat. But sometimes I'll be like, start humming shit just to kind of hear where the artist, or if I have like you there, but like, let me hear what you got. Let me hear spit something so I can hear how it sounds with the beat, you know? But like, yeah, I'm just like, right now I have to separate myself. Like, fuck, I got to be a producer. And then right now, since I got the production done, I'm more being like the engineer now. Like, let's make the beat sound right. Let's make it actually sound like a beat. So I'm trying to arrange this properly. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have a 6, 7, 8.
I'll come up with like a million hooks and shit. Scared to drop one of them.
Right.
I don't want to mess up these beats, man. This gang. West Coast Reactive Podcast. We do it live and direct. We get the talent and we showcase the talent on this show. Fucking kids, dude.
That's pretty much this beat's already done. Like, I don't want to overproduce it. And I don't want to overthink it either. I usually don't like to overthink my beats. Like, if I'm not feeling the beat, I'll try to get as far as I can and then come back to it later, but I'll knock it out. Like, this one sounds good to me. I can definitely like post it online or send it to you and you can finish it up and then send it back to me. But I know that this is a good foundation. As long as I mix it pretty good and I keep those instruments in check and it needs to sound like a song, you know? So let me see here. What am I going to put on? Where is it at? All right, let's check it out. Yeah, bro, like, I just get lost in here, bro. Like, I can literally be doing this all night.
I'm actually glad that you can't show the screen. I feel like that's so much money. People should be paying to be consulted to understand this. Like, that's where my management comes into play. If you guys really want to be in the studio with Deal2Respect and learn how he moves these keys and really get in there, like, just hit me up and we can make some shit happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to give away all the sauce, but we like to give you a little bit of a tease. We'll give you some ingredients, but you guys need to learn how to make the pie unless you really put in the work. Because this man's like a doctor. Do you see what he did in like 30 minutes?
Yeah, and sometimes when I'm producing like this, bro, literally, I'll just go to the next one. Like how I did this one quick. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. And then out of all those that I make, one of them's they might all stand out. They might all be dope. You know, but then I just pick, all right, this is the best one, you know. But if I know I'm not going to make no other beats, like, all right, this is the only beat I'm going to make tonight, I'm going to make sure this one sounds like a beat I'll upload to my website. And if it's a beat I'll upload to my website, is it a beat that I could send to Big Silencer to rap on? Or is he not going to want to rap on it? You know, then I won't be like, I'm not even going to finish this beat. You know what I mean? That's how it is. I have a lot of and people know, I mean, we have a lot of unfinished music, bro. music that's just in folders that's not even done. Oh man. So all right, I brought my voice tag in here. Deal2Respect. That's when you know the beat's done. Watch.
Deal2Respect, man. You guys ever hear that tag right there? It's on a lot of my music. He's made a lot of my songs. You guys are welcome to call in. The number is on the screen. Ask Deal2Respect any questions you guys want. You guys want to bust some flows over the beat that he's producing, you guys are welcome to. This is an open show right now because we're probably going to be wrapping up here soon. I don't want to hold up my boy all night.
Yeah, you know how it is, dog. We could be here all fucking day.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
night making me. We get lost, bro. And then,
It's a perfect opportunity for artists to call in and collaborate with Deal2Respect.com. The number is on the screen. If you guys want to get into the studio with a real producer and engineer, it's 626-569-8299. 626-569-8299. Go ahead and give a call in. You can start working with Deal2Respect.
Yeah. Yeah. So hit me up, Deal2Respect.com. Eternal Souls on the beat. Audio recording keys. The Arc Outlay. I appreciate you, Nick. I feel blessed. It was a beautiful, blessed time just being able to get shit off of my chest, make an instrumental, just talk to you, fam. It's always good vibes with you. You know, I love mixing your music. I love working with you as an artist. You're like, you know, one of my favorite artists out there. And not only that, you're like one of my best friends. I've known you for years. The chemistry, the synergy is unmatched, bro. And we got to link up in the studio because you know how we do, dog. This is what we do, G. We need some more bangers. We need some more heaters, and we need to keep pushing this shit out, dog. You know?
Yeah, Disco Funk 2 coming soon. That's actually another project we're working on together. I don't know when I'm releasing it. My girls, you know, it's crazy. I got so many people that love these songs already, and they're not even out. So I'm like, damn, we got to get that project out.
Hey, Disco Funk is ahead of its time, bro. Like that shit's like futuristic music right there.
Right,
that shit's ahead of the game.
Metaverse, NFT music.
Bro, I love Disco Funk 2. You have Spider-Man. That's the only one you released, is it or no?
Yeah, that is. No, I did that in Two-Step Stomp. I think a couple teasers.
You did the music video. Jaren Draws. Shout out to Jaren Draws for that music video.
Yeah,
that should go hard, boy. What the fuck? You guys are killing it with the cartoon, dog. It's just gonna keep getting better and better and better, dog.
Can you sing Is Your Love Real for us? I got a big request.
Put that. I like that song, dog. That song is old. When did we do that song? Like,
can you play it from your end? Can you play it from your end and just sing it? Just so you can showcase your talent a little bit. That's a great song, and I think that's a kid's favorite song. I got a lot of people that love your love songs, bro. You make a lot of good love songs.
Yeah, I'm very where is it? Is Your Love Real, huh? I like making love music, bro. I mean, that's like my forte right there. Even on Gangsta Funk, I dropped the Gangsta Love Part 2 on that shit. That shit go hard, boy.
I can't wait to release that one.
Shit. All right, so here, this is a song that me and Big Silencer did. Let me see when it came out. So according to this, we did this May 14th. So this is about to be 2 years ago, bro. We did this.
Damn, that's a trip.
Yeah, so this is one of my first albums that I dropped. It's on all platforms. We released it May 14, 2020, and it's called Is Your Love Real?
Having trouble learning keys?
The fuck is this? All right, that's the YouTube commercial.
Call Deal2Respect.
Right. Fuck. All right.
Deal2Respect.
Baby, is your love real? What happened? Damn, look at my shit's fucking glitching, dog. What the fuck?
Oh shit, we're at Coachella.
Damn, dog. Look at I'm literally having.
You want me to play it real quick? Let me see.
I don't know what's wrong with my internet. It's like giving me spinning shit, dog. Fuck. Hold on.
I should have did that. My bad. You're my guest, G.
No, I don't know. This is my first time doing this live, so sometimes it acts funny and shit, you know?
Yeah, I got you. You're good. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yo. Yeah. Baby. What happened?
What the fuck is that song cursed?
What the fuck is going on?
It paused right there on me.
Baby. Is your love real?
Hold on, that's fucked up. Gee, what the hell's going on?
Hold on, let me see.
Why does the devil always do that to us, G? It's always me and you.
Tell me how you feel. Might have to play it on.
Holy moly, that's a weird one there.
Is your internet spinning right now?
Yeah, it's spinning. Maybe they're like, you guys been on here way too long. Who do you think you are?
I think I got it right here. I got the actual file.
Think you could just take over YouTube and Twitter and fucking Facebook?
Is your love real? My bad. I don't perform, so, but I love this song. Baby, is your love real? Tell me how you feel. Shorty, what's the deal?
Yeah.
I said, baby, tell me how you feel. Is your love real? Shorty, what's the deal? Now, Shorty, what's the deal? I've been knowing for a long time. I've been knowing for a long time. Sorry what I did. I've been hurt you for a long time. Baby, this time we can make it all right. Underneath the moonlight, we gon' ride, baby girl. Me and you, that's forever.
Baby girl.
I love you, my girl. I love you, baby girl. You my world, you my diamond, you my treasure forever. I love you, baby girl. Yeah. Do you really wanna ride with me? We can go all out, baby. Ride till the sun fall down, baby. Hey, is your love real? Tell me how you feel. Shorty, what's the deal? I said, baby, tell me how you feel. Is your love real? Shorty, what's the deal?
Baby, do you really love me? Baby, do you really care? Baby, do you really love me? Baby, do you really care? No faking it when it comes to loving me. Scorpion King, November 16th.
My love song, I love more than love. Real when you feel
the pain when I'm gone.
More than just another love song.
I keep it official, unfucked with all like a nuclear missile.
Because you were the detonator to my
My heart, yeah.
Detonator to my heart.
Yeah,
Is your love real? Tell me how you feel. Shorty, what's the deal? Baby, tell me how you feel. Is your love real? Shorty, what's the deal? And I know sometimes that it's hard, my queen. I know sometimes that it's hard,
my G.
Together, we gotta be around for each other.
Yeah.
Don't you give up on me. Making love to that Jonas. And we sipping that Hennessy. Got you right where you wanna be.
Tell him, Dilla. Baby.
I know you wanna roll with me. We smoking on that energy. Getting so
high.
Girl, you know I love you. But no one I love you. I don't really care what they say.
All the money stay away. Cause baby,
is your love real? Tell me how you feel. Shorty, what's the deal?
You look.
Baby, tell me how you
Yeah.
feel. Is your love real? Shorty, what's the deal?
Man.
That's such an old song, dog. Like I forgot about that song. Like that's such a great song. Like we did that song. Like, yeah, I want to remix that song. You know, I want to redo it. That sounds like a real professional song. We should just redrop. But
Is your love real? Is your love real? You guys can hear that on all major platforms streaming. Man, thank you so much for getting on this show tonight and doing all this, man. You are an incredible talent. There ain't nobody like you out there. You are worth every penny spent, bro, like for reals and more. I hope to succeed with you in the future. I hope you're always around in my future, and I don't want you to go anywhere anytime soon. And I know you're going to blow up, bro, so don't ever give up.
Hey, it's just a matter of time. And again, thank you very much for welcoming me on the platform. You know, treating me like a superstar, dog. This shit was fun. It was amazing. I'm going to finish up that beat and I'll send it to you. We'll see what we can get done out of it. And maybe we could show them later on what we dropped on it. But happy Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, Cinco motherfucking de Mayo, dog.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end the show with the music video Cinco de Mayo that I did over a Deal2Respect beat. We filmed it at the Citrus on Magic Wand show.
Hey, what am I doing? That's me, huh? I thought you pressed play right now.
I think I did. I just got out of there real quick.
All right.
But yeah, man, I want you guys to go support all of his music that's tuning in. It's Deal2Respect on all platforms. He's got CDs out, singles out. All my music is done by Deal2Respect. You're supporting him as well. When you purchase my music, a percentage goes to him off of his production. So, you know, it's good to keep my music in rotation, his music in rotation. It helps feed our families, helps us grow. So every time you push play on our music, we are truly grateful. I am fucking, we appreciate you guys, so this is Deal2Respect himself.
Make sure you tap in. If you got questions, you need studio time, DM me on my Instagram, hit up Big Silencer, whatever you got to do, get at us and we'll take care of you. We'll take your music to that next level. Again, very affordable. I got the best home studio with the best gear around to make you sound amazing. So again, thank you, Big Silencer. Much love to you, your family. You guys are doing an amazing job. All you guys are out there are just holding it down for each other. Your wife supporting you, the kids, all of them. You guys are all stepping it up, dog. It's great to see you, come up, work and network with different artists and individuals, and just keep on grinding, bro. Don't stop. I got your back. I support you fully and whatever you want to do, dog. And hit me up anytime, my G. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys hear that, man. When I tell you guys to get at me for beats, this is the man you're going to be getting them from. And he just did that right on the spot for you. So it's authentic. Ain't no fucking, no, I didn't get a file here. I didn't get a file there. This wasn't mastered. We're going to make it right for you. So thank you, brother. Thank you so much for getting on here. I'm going to end this with Cinco de Mayo by Big Silencer, produced by Deal2Respect. Happy Cinco de Mayo, you guys. Later, Deal2Respect. Let's get into this.
Pandemic. Amen, brother. What's up, sir?
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Deal2Respect.
Señorita, vámonos. ¿Cómo está? It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. I'm a perro, up early with the gallos. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. We're up early with the roosters, in the streets with the cruisers, down with the squares and the shooters. Light it up, take yourself a hit, baby, lighten up. Watch your day brighten up. Feeling like Nate Fit, 501's West Coast, we active tea and some K-Swiss. In need of more fun, sober to liquor store run. Light it up, let's get high, yo. Showed up, turn, gonna leave on a high note. Bro, you can have my smoke, it's a party every day. It's like Cinco de Mayo, feeling magic, all the bottles done vanish. Feeling so vanished, talking in another language, I don't even know Spanish. Holding November 3rd on my coat, watching the Lakers at the Staples Center. VIP, not everybody can enter. You was high when I met ya. Riva, you feel me? Señorita, yeah. Let's go. Vámonos. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. I'm a perro, up early with the gallos. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco Cinco de Mayo. Higher than an eagle in its nest, dancing in my poncho. Might just beat down my girl Sancho. I'm a perro, never been a gato. Big Sanata, he's a crazy vato. Might not be the greatest to you, but I am the Walato. Came with the G's, you don't wanna fight, bro. Light it up, let's get high, yo. Lit like nitro. This right here is a vibe, yo. This is a vibe, yo. This is a vibe, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. I'm a perro, up early with the gallos. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo. Light it up, let's get high, yo. It's a party like Cinco de Mayo. Every day is Cinco de Mayo.
International Player of the Year right here. Worldwide. Next stop, Asia. You did. See, we peeling off on around here.